everyone, we are here in Swindon Town. We are into our first full season here. The year is 2025. Transfers have been made. We are already out of one cup competition, but we have had some good results in our first two games in the league. Welcome to the Pentagon Challenge. So everybody, that's right, we're here in Swindon. We played 2 league games and we've won 2. We've had a respectable defeat at home to Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup. We lost 3-2. We took the lead after a minute and then we were 3-1 down to a Jean-Philippe Mateta hat-trick before Luke Leahy smashed a free kick in the 45th minute. And unfortunately, we never really looked like doing much after that, to be honest with you. We had a very scary game against Notts County. So we got off to a nice start inside quarter of an hour. George Hurst bulleting in a near post corner. George Hurst again with the flick on. This time Afolabi stole it off the defender. Smashes it in. 2-0. Thinking, brilliant. This first game of the season, look at this. Electric football. Lovely drive and run from Reed. Smashes it in to make it 3-0 inside 25 minutes. And I'm thinking, look at this. This is easy. And then you think, okay, cross in, keeper drops it, 3-1. Okay, stuff happens, doesn't it? Can't be helped. George Hurst makes it 4-1 with another header. I'm thinking, there we go. Normal service resumed. But again, wings, goal, I think 4-2. Dear me. It was 4-3, literally 2 minutes later. And to say I was nervous was an understatement. Next logical place is transfers, isn't it, really? So we managed to sell quite a few players. As you can see, 210,000 we managed to bring into the club. That's through selling Odi Alpha, Romani Medford-Smith, Josh Shonabare, and Aaron Jarvis. A few players have left on loan, a few players left on frees. We've then, since then, aside from the free transfers that we brought in last season of Jack Mckenzie, he is a backup left-back for us. Festi Ebasele, he came in on loan from Derby County. Basically, I wanted him because he's rapid, really. He's absolutely rapid. Renan Vitor, someone we weren't able to get a work permit for, but I was on holiday when that went through, so he ended up just signing anyway. But he's got really good determination, so if he ever gets to a point where he can play for the club, he will hopefully have developed into a real star by then, for this level anyway. Anthony Bailey, Nigel Skelton and Darren Evans, we all touched on last time. Anthony Bailey, it was a free signing from Arsenal. And then Nigel Skelton and Darren Evans came in from Liverpool. Darren Evans looks like he could be a really, really good striker. He's like, I've just played him and Bailey against Morecambe in the league and started them and they scored both goals. So, but yeah, Darren Evans has developed really, really well already. He's probably already almost our best striker. And then this season, Matthew Whittingham, option on the left wing. He came in on a free from Man City. These are his attributes. Young still. He's definitely someone who's going to be useful for us. He can play anywhere up and down that left flank. Conor McGrandles, we signed him on a free. He is probably going to... he has been our starting ball-winning midfielder for now. And then Mark Leonard is just like a rotation option, someone who can hopefully do a decent job for us coming off the bench in the midfield again. Malik Mothercell, he used to be at Chelsea, as you can tell. We signed him from Crawley. We got him in on trial and he scored in a testimonial against Cardiff. So we were like, you know what, let's get him in on a free. Actually, no, I think we paid 15k for him. Again, he's rapid. He's not got the best finishing attributes for someone who plays as a striker, but he's really, really quick. So one thing we have tried to do is sign quite a bit of pace, because pace in our tactic, our wing play tactic, is so good to have down that wing. And, to be able to bring pace on off the bench is massive. And this is someone we've just signed, Charlie McCann, a bit more of a ball-playing midfielder, so someone who can hopefully do a job in the midfield for us as well. Our midfield's quite stacked now. The only area we don't really have any significant cover is in defence, but I'm working on it. I've got a loan signing that should be joining and a couple of other players hopefully in the pipeline. I just don't feel like I have any real quality depth at the back at the moment. So the media prediction for this season is 7th. Now, obviously, it's early days. We're not going to go, making any wild predictions. Obviously, we've had 2 games in the league. We've started well. But, we've just got to keep that going at the end of the day. And only then will we see if we can create a sort of challenge for promotion. One thing I completely forgot to touch on last time when I said I would was Partizan. Now, they finished 4th last season. So I did want to try and sign Jose Garcia, but unfortunately I am unable to sign players like him because they will not get work permits. As I said, today we're up against Salford, newly relegated Salford. So I'm going to see if we can get a decent result here. Let's see what happens. This is the lineup we're going to go with. We're bringing Afolabi in for Bailey just because Afolabi is really good. But we're going to leave Evans in over Hurst. Just nothing against Hurst. We're just going to give Evans a chance to continue his form. And we're going to give a first start to McCann out on in the midfield there. We switched him to the advanced playmaker just because he's not as athletic to fill that ball box-to-box midfield role. And then the rest of the lineup, we've got Evans, Evans up front, as we said, Ebaseli on the right, and Stevens at wing back. Baldwin, Odemeo, Leahy at the back, and then McGrandles and Cooper making up the rest of the midfield. So I'll be interested to see what Evans can do to carry on his form into this game. He's developed so well since he's joined us. He looks like a real steal. What we've done, as best as we can, is basically all the players we've signed pretty much have got the potential to be like good League One or even Championship level players. So we're kind of trying to position ourselves for the leagues that we're going to be playing, hopefully playing in if we can get ourselves promoted, and hopefully the players that we've signed will be ready to make that step up, and it's going to be less of like a sort of catch up push for like that standard of player. Hopefully we'll already have them, and Salford are in good save and good defending. Look at that, straight all the way up to Evans at the halfway line. Now, what can we do from the corner? We have been quite good from corners, generally. I think like 3 of our 6 goals this season have come from them. I'm aware that I might be like skipping over bits or skipping through quickly, so if there's anything you want to know, let me know down in the comments below. I'm just always conscious of like not waffling on too much and dragging things out. We did start our coaching badge, our next coaching badge actually. That is something that has begun. Lee is really good from those free kicks. Doesn't seem to matter the distance, he just smashes them and they're very close to being on target. Looking at the stats, it looks like we are dominating this game, to be fair. And we've got plenty of people off the bench who we can bring on and who will hopefully make a difference. Oh, what a save from the keeper to divert that wide. I mean, it really could have just gone anywhere, but he managed to tip it around the corner of the post. Well away. Bit of encouragement, I think. It'd be great if we could make it 3 wins from 3 at the start of the season. Come on, George. Crosses it in. Stevens. Not a bad effort. The good thing, though, is that with the strikers we brought in and the fact that they have shown quality already, especially the 2 youngsters that we signed on a free from Liverpool and Arsenal, is that there is interest in Afolabi from like League One teams. So if someone comes in and like matches a bid that we deem as acceptable, I do have the sort of the flexibility to sell him, because I've got players who could probably come in and do a really good job instead of him, and obviously it'll just be really good for the club's finances. That's a pen. Thank you very much. That was such a blatant penalty. I'm surprised he didn't get booked. It was so blatant. I don't even know who's taking it. Is it Cooper? Leahy's taking it. And he, emphatic. Absolutely emphatic. Smashes that into the top corner. Oof. Oof. absolute rocket. No keeper is saving that. Solid tackle from Aidan Baldwin. George Cooper. Leahy. Driving forwards. Comes to Abasali. Oh. Oh. I don't even know what that noise was. Another corner. Tell you what, we are absolutely all over these. I'm just going to just duck the tempo a little bit. Because we always seem to, you know, I don't know if you remember towards the end of the last season when we took over, we seemed to start really, really well. Yes! Flicked on by Evans, hammered in by Afolabi. Look at that, long ball forward. Evans with the flick on. Over the head of one defender, Afolabi in. Boom, goal. Lovely. Yeah, we always seem to start really strong and then taper off and allow all the teams back in. So that could easily happen in the second half, just like it did against Notts County. Solid start. We just got to maintain it now. No, we'll keep the directness because it is working for us, but we'll play for set pieces and ease off on the early crosses. Just don't want to give too many options for turnovers if we can avoid it. Everyone having a +7 rating apart from the midfielders. What a surprise. FM just does not rate midfielders. Stevens. Evans. 3-0. 3-0. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Darren Evans scoring again. It's 2-2 for him now. No. Thank you, Adamayo. Come on, no, come on, wake up, people. Wake up. Get rid, thank you. I think we'll look into some subs now. Who's struggling a bit? I think we'll give Whittingham another game. No, we won't just yet. We'll save that, actually. We'll bring on Reed for McGrandles. And we'll bring on... Oh, let's just bring on Shane McLaughlin. I mean, we can't really play that. It's annoying. He can play right mid and attacking mid, but he can't play right attacking mid. What's all that about? So we will bring on Whittingham for Ebasele, and then we'll put Cooper there, and we'll play him as an inverted winger. There we go. We'll do that. Solid defending from Baldwin. Evans just lays it back. That's nice. That's nice. That's very nice. Leahy, Afolabi's in. What can he do with it? Feeds it back to Cooper as the shot tipped over. Could this only get worse for... It can. Darren Evans makes it 4-0. Ghosts in. Where did that run even come from? Stevens whips it in. And where does he come from here? Oh, he just peels round the back of like two defenders and they just nod it in at the near post. That was lovely. That was such a lovely little goal. I've got to leave him on. I've got to give him the chance to get his hat-trick. So I think we'll take Leahy off and we'll bring on Jack Mckenzie for his debut. We'll drop a bit of praise on them because they're doing so well. We can with the head. Ooh. Try to head it back across goal. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. This puts us top. Only just. I'd rather keep a clean sheet now than score a fifth. Although it would be nice if Evans got his hat-trick, but I'll take the clean sheet. That is Tom Kearney, everyone, of Fulham. Can't really complain with this, can we, everyone? 4-0. That's a lot better than the last time you saw us on camera when we lost 5-2 to Woking, I think it was. No. Yeah, it was Woking, wasn't it? Much better today. $4-0. Thank you, referee. This is another example of the sort of business we've been doing. Richard Breen is coming from Waterford. He's joining in January. We got him on an approach to sign. Like, his mentals are ridiculous. And even, to be fair, his physicals are really good. Like, these sort of mentals and physicals, you'd be quite happy to see at, like, a championship standard. If not, even, like, a decent rotation option for a Premier League player. It's just his technicals which let him down, but in the areas he's got, like passing technique along with that sort of semi-decent vision, he could do the job as an advanced playmaker or even a Mothercell if we needed him to quite a decent level. But then obviously with that determination of 16, there's a really good chance that if we get him to work on his finishing and just get him to develop, he could become a really good all-round attacking midfield player. And I'm sure that in the future we'll be able to sell him for probably quite a decent chunk of money. That's assuming we're still here. I am like settling for the fact that, you know what, we'll stay here at Swindon for a while if we can. My aim really this season is to get them into a position where we can get promoted, really. Like I said, the league preview is 7th, which would put us in the last playoff place. But I think if we can get a really good run of form going to follow up with these 3 wins, we've got Fleetwood who are 3rd, and then we've got Sutton United in the EFL trophy, and then in the league, Walsall, Cheltenham, Carlisle. Who have we got who's potentially going to be near us come the next game? Maybe Wycombe. We could potentially do the Wycombe game in October, I think, would be the next one. Obviously, at some point in and around here, we're going to have the FA Cup as well, somewhere. There we go, FA Cup first round, 8th of November. Yeah, hopefully when I see you next time, we'll be really quite high up. I think if we can get them promoted, and then I want to establish them as a League One team if we can. Like I said, hopefully if the players develop as we want them to, they will already be at that level, which will just suit us down to the ground, won't it? Trying to think what else there is for me to say. Persic are 10th in their division. Hebe, I think, are not doing great either. The issue that we've got with the work permit regulations is it's very difficult for us to bring in some of our older players, unfortunately, to keep them, you know, with us throughout our career. So we're just gonna have to do what we can really going forward. In terms of youngsters, obviously we've got Nigel Skelton, who we signed. He went straight into the under 18s. But it's now saying that he's not ready for Swindon Town duty. Now we don't have an under 23s team, so to be fair, his ability is already going up from 1.5 stars to saying it's 2 there. So you know what? Maybe we just pop him into pop him in the first team, I think, and we can just rotate him on. In terms of other youth candidates, oh come on! I just want to see That's what I'm looking for. Tom Stead, he's gone out on loan. He is someone who will hopefully be ready for some more action going forward. He's supposed to be a striker, but I think he's definitely more of like a deep line forward or an advanced playmaker personally. His finishing does not lend itself to playing up front. And with those physicals, you'd probably be looking at someone like a Trek or an Engonch or something like that. Yeah, no one else really to write home about, to be honest with you, at the moment. Club finances are looking okay. We are slightly overspending quite considerably overspending on wages at the moment. But overall balance is quite healthy. I'm trying to shift on a few players. Regan Charles Cook is someone who I can't really see getting into the team. Just because his attributes are good, but no better than those you already have in the positions that he can play, like right back, midfield, or even attacking winger on the right hand side. And he's on a relatively high wage for this level, 1.4k. So I'll probably be looking to try and move him on if we can. And I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, a few other players were struggling to shift on. Khaled Asiri, his contract runs out. Callum Winchcombe, again, can't really get rid of him. No one seems to want to come in for them just because they're not really at a great standard, unfortunately. Yeah, we're doing our best. I think the lads have got a rest day after that game. I think they all need it by the looks of things. They're at very high risk of injury. Yeah, like I said, I'm conscious of skipping too much, but also conscious of waffling too much. So I think for me, I think that's it, really. We've brought things back for where we're at with Swindon. We've had a game, a really cracking result. You've seen the prospects that we've got, the players we're probably going to be relying on going forward. And yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, do leave a like down below. And if you're not already subscribed, do me a massive favour. Ring that subscribe button. Just means a lot to know that you're enjoying it enough to stick around. So yeah, take care everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye.